This telecast is copyrighted by Hometown 24 for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or retransmission of this game without the express written consent of Hometown 24 is prohibited.
Welcome to the ARH Mary Breckinridge 14th Region Volleyball Tournament Finals on Hometown 24, presented by the Bank of Hyman. I'm Manus Blair, and Betty Von Cottle will be joining us here in a second, and she's going to be interviewing each coach. Prior to this match, of course, Knox County Central and Leslie County Central. Knox County Central 35-2 on the season. Leslie County 26-8 on the season. These two teams have faced each other 3 times, with Knox Central winning 2 of the 3. The last time they faced here was in the first match that Hometown 24 did, and Leslie County was able to come out on top. Big-time crowd already starting to fill in here with almost 14 minutes to go. So if you're coming this way and you're listening to us, you need to get here as quickly as you can. Want to thank, once again, the Leslie County administration, their hospitality room and down at the concession stand. Leslie County, last time they were in the finals was 2015. Of course, Knox County Central has been in the finals now 3 of the last 4 years. Well, really, when you start going back, 2016, 2020, 2021, 2022, 24, and, of course, 25. Leslie County prior to that in 2015, 27, and 29. So Leslie County and Knox County in their history in the region, 4-1, with Knox County Central holding that 4-1 advantage. Want to thank everybody for tuning in, and we're right now waiting on the officials who are talking with the coaches and the players prior to the match to square everything away. Once again, the winner of this will face the winner of the 15th region, and that will be on Monday at the and of course the winner of the 15th region will host either one of these teams, Knox County or Leslie County. Coming in, too, when you're looking at Leslie County and you're looking at Knox County Central, when you go down the stat list, and there is a very good stat list. When you're looking at Leslie County, you're looking at kill specialist Royce Osborne, senior. You're looking at Jalen Johnson, a junior. And as I say that, they're getting ready to break, and I think Betty Vaughn is going to be interviewing first. She's going to be interviewing Coach Cornett. So with that being said, we're going to send it down to Betty Vaughn right now on the floor.
Okay, we're live here at Leslie County High School. We're at the finals of the 14th Region Volleyball Tournament. Shay, you know, about halfway through the season, this is probably who everybody expected to be here would be you, and we figured Leslie. I know we've had some great games in this regional tournament, but you know, when it comes to pressure's on and the corn rises above. So, but I want to wish you the best luck. It's your time to shine, so you get to talk.
Well, we're just looking forward to a good match. I mean, we had game 1 right here in this building, and it was about as good as it could get. So I kind of expect it to be another good one tonight. I feel like we're ready as we're going to be. The plan is to just execute the plan. So we'll see how it goes.
Now, I like what Shay said. She said that they've got everything they've been taught, now they've got to put it to work.
Yeah. They're a good group, and we've had a really great season. I hope to finish it strong.
I do too. I wish you the best of luck, but you know now you really can't be ashamed, win or lose. I know you are 14th Region champions, and you're trying to repeat. I got that. But you got to be proud of your kids from where they, you know, you went through some obstacles throughout the year. You lost a good player last week, and it's like your kids just pick it up and go on. So you got to be proud, but of course, now everybody wants to win this.
That's right. I am proud. You know, it was last Tuesday when Kinley got hurt, and so we've had, 2 games to make a new plan, and we've made a plan that I feel like has worked so far, and I feel like we'll work tonight. I'm just looking forward to it. I'm proud for our seniors, and I'm ready for them to have a good night.
Well, I'm just proud of what you've done for the game of volleyball in the 14th region and here in the mountains. You guys you're making me proud. You're making this game such where it should be. I've been looking around and I said, this is going to be a crowd like at the state tournament, and that's what it should be, and it's just now getting to that level.
Yeah, we actually we had a lot of excitement at school today. You know, a lot of kids talking about coming and riding the pet bus, and that's what it's all about. It means a lot to the girls, and I know Leslie County's going to have the same thing, and they deserve it. It's a good environment, and I'm glad it's finally made its way to Eastern Kentucky. I really am.
I totally agree, and I think from here it will only get better because the coaches they have now in the 14th region, that's what you guys are working for. Everybody wants to win, but you guys really, the majority of these coaches, of you coaches, really have these kids at heart first, and that's a great, great thing.
Yeah, we love them, and I know Alex loves her kids, and like you said, all the coaches do. And I think that the kids know that, and that means a lot. So I'm really proud of them. I know I've said that probably 5 times, but I am really proud of them, and they've worked really hard, and we do love them. And win or lose, whoever wins, whoever loses, we've both had a really great season.
Right, and I figure whichever team wins, you're going to represent the 14th region well. You guys have all year. Both of you guys have been. You've battled. Your teams have been. They battle worn, and now they're war tested. So this is what you work for all year long. Is this game right here?
That's right. We last year, we knew region was here. So when the season ended last year, Justin is my scheduler, and he's like, "Well, I think we need to go to Leslie first game out of the gate." And I was like, "Okay, appreciate it." But you go through those things with hopes that when you get to right here, the day you've talked about all year long, that you're ready to finish what you worked for. So.
Well, like I said, I want to congratulations. Best of luck.
Thank you, ma'am.
This is News 12.
Since 1985, Hometown 24 has been serving this community with local programming produced by local people.
Hornet's going to air it out. He's got a man out here. Linden caught it to 45.
Using the latest video technology to bring you the news, sports, and local events that matter to you.
First on your hometown news tonight.
I'm Harold Mullins, and thanks for joining us.
40 years is a long time in Eastern Kentucky. Here's to 40 more.
Okay, I'm back here at Leslie County High School at the 14th region, the finals of the volleyball tournament at Leslie County High School. It's been a great week here. This crowd is just sensational. I'm here with Leslie County, first-year coach. Coach, you can't ask for a better year than what you've had right now.
Absolutely not. These girls have been amazing. I mean, just adapting to a new coach and kind of a new culture, and just staying as like good players and teammates to each other and for us. It's been amazing.
Yeah, and I love that. I sit, like I said, I've told y'all several times, I love when I sit and watching you guys. When you guys have timeouts, your teams they're looking at you, they're focused 100%. What do you want me to do? And you can tell they're taking that and putting it back out on the floor. I just look and I'm thinking you're a first-year coach. Not a lot of first-year coaches can do this.
I've not really heard of any, but I've not tried to compare anything. I don't have anything to really compare it to other than what I've done this year with this group, and I couldn't be happier with this group and the progress and the accomplishments that they've had.
Well, we were talking, I said the first game of the season was like the last game of the season. I believe everybody, right after mid-season, began to see that it's probably going to be you and Knott County. You guys began to rise to the top. I'm not saying you were the greater of the teams, but you guys are the ones who make the least mistakes. And that put you above a lot. You know, you had a lot of good teams, but consistency pays a lot off in volleyball. And I thought mid-season, you guys began to show that your negatives were dropping and your positives were gaining.
Yeah. Some of the things that we focused on, like when it came to positives and negative stats, serving. We wanted to make as minimal errors as we could, and serve receive. We wanted to be able to be competitive and be able to compete with whoever we were playing with. And I think that just kind of bled over into every facet of the game. And they've really, really impressed me.
Yeah, I think you both have done a great job. I want to, like I told Shay, I want to congratulate you. You've done a great job, great season. And I want to wish you the best of luck tonight. And just like I told her, you're to the point now that win or lose, you got to be proud of your teams.
Exactly. Regardless of the outcome, I could not have asked for a better first year and like a list of accomplishments from these girls. It's been amazing.
Well, and when you have seasons like this, it only makes your program grow more and more because more kids want to be part of this. I know. I've been there. I know kids want to be part of that.
Yeah, absolutely. We had quite a few come out this year for tryouts. I think we had 43 in the summer. And I was saying that it's a good problem to have, like that much interest in the program and in the sport itself.
Well, like I said, congratulations, best of luck. One of the better teams is going to win tonight. So you hate to see anybody lose, but somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose. But both of you are young, and just like I told her, I'm very proud of you young coaches because you're bringing the 14th Region Volleyball. The level's getting higher and higher every year, and it's due to you coaches are young and you're putting the time into it to get these kids prepared.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Good luck.
Thank you.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
It's fall, y'all, and are you ready to fall into some incredible savings with the region's best network, Appalachian Wireless? Come shop the latest devices at prices you'll love and see how our team can better serve you with plans and promotions that are made just for you. Whether you're upgrading, switching, or just looking for the best service, Appalachian Wireless has you covered. So what are you waiting for? Visit us on the web or stop by one of our many retail locations and take advantage of these amazing fall deals. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome to the new Women's Health Clinic at Hazard ARH. Our expert team, led by OBGYN Dr. Ramon Thomas, nurse midwife Tanisha Blair, OBGYN physician assistant Crystal Gibson, and nurse practitioner Kristen Hurt. At ARH, we provide compassionate, personalized care for all women. From routine exams and birth control options to pregnancy care, menopause management, and minimally invasive surgery. Trust us with your women's health needs. ARH, more for Appalachia.
My name is Emily, and I'm from Laurel County. When I was searching for a college, I wanted to find a place that felt like home and where I could make a difference. The moment I stepped on Alice Lloyd's campus, I knew this was where I belonged. There's a sense of community here and a focus on serving others that you can't find at other colleges. For me, it wasn't just about continuing education. It was about being a part of something bigger. Apply now to find your home at alc.edu.
Welcome back once again to the ARH Murray Breckinridge 14th Region Volleyball Tournament on Hometown 24, presented by the Bank of Hyman. Once again, Manus Blair and Betty Von Cottle has come up from the floor now to join me, and after the interviews with both coaches, and both coaches have done an outstanding job like a lot of the top teams in the 14th Region. And, you know, it's come down to these two, and Betty Von, when it comes down to the finals, and you never know how your girls are going to adapt to the crowd, and we've got a huge crowd that's piling in here to the Richard M. Nixon Center. And how do they react? How has your teams in the past reacted? Have all of them reacted in the same way, different ways,
but mine,
home and away?
Well, I always said we have to learn how to win away, and then we had to learn how to win home. But as you get out and travel and you get your kids used to this, like Shay's group won the 14th Region last year, so they already went through all that pressure of the big crowds and all that. Leslie, I think they're the one that she's going to have to keep their nerves calm down for a little while, and then after 6 or 7 points, you don't hear the crowd anymore anyway.
So, in other words, is it a big advantage in volleyball to host the regional tournament on your floor?
Yes, because you're going to have the other night they had a super crowd. These boys down here, I told you, they rode bicycles and they was in the boats and they was lifting weights. But yes, I really think it does, because they're used to every spot on the floor. They're used to the lights, the flooring, and all that. But I just, like you said, I think these two teams we've had some we had 8 of the best teams in the region.
Oh, yeah.
Probably the best region that's been here in a long time. Every game was a good game.
Yeah, any team that got into the 14th region is, at any time, they could have been the team that'd be here tonight. And for those teams that are tuning in or those players tuning in, keep working hard. And next year, I hope that you are here. And, only 2 can get here and only 1 can leave here as the champion of the 14th region.
Just like I told those 2 coaches, I think these are the 2 teams that cut their mistakes down.
Yeah.
I think that's why they're here. They learned and worked they had less errors than other teams, and that's the difference in these 2 teams and the other 6 that was here.
And now they're going to be announcing the players, or maybe, nope, we're going to take a break because we're going to have the prayer and we'll have the national anthem. And when we come back, we'll have the 14th region final right here, and it's going to be a long night, so stay with us on Hometown 24.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
Tucked deep within the rolling hills and ancient ridgelines of the Appalachian Mountains, Eastern Kentucky is a place where heritage runs deep and community runs deeper. Known for its coal mining legacy, bluegrass traditions, and fiercely proud people, this region tells a story of resilience, creativity, and quiet beauty. I'm going to take you along with me as I visit some different counties of Eastern Kentucky and explore what all this amazing region has to offer. Hi, I'm Rebecca McCauley, and this is Bluegrass and Backroads.
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management. Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to the campus of Leslie County High School, Wendell Wilson Court. And we've had the prayer, we've had the national anthem, and now we're going to have the announcing of each player. And, you know, a lot of things will go on and take part here as some of the highlights of the tournament has been shown on the video as well, on the video board.
Minus, I don't know if you have enough time to show some of the best highlights of volleyball that's been in a long time.
Yeah, and you know, we've mentioned it several times about the growth of volleyball, and it will continue to grow, and for young ladies in the 14th region to continue to aspire to be better volleyball players, which ultimately means your teams are going to be better as well. And hopefully one day before the good Lord takes me, that we can see a 14th region team go deep into the state tournament. Exactly. And that would be something to behold in its own. But getting back to it, we want to thank all the loyal viewers of the Mountains all the loyal viewers of Knott County and Leslie County for tuning in during this tournament and throughout the season. With that being said and everything that's going on here, the crowd is
it looks like
piling.
a state tournament crowd, let's be honest. I mean, this.
Well, I've been to some state tournaments where this is bigger.
This is bigger. I totally
bigger
agree.
than the state tournament.
I totally agree.
And once again, the winner of this particular match will play the winner of the 15th region, and the 15th region will host that particular matchup, and that will be on November the 3rd, and that time will be determined by the KHSAA and the two teams that will be involved in the tournament itself. So with that being said, I was going through Leslie County and through some of the stats of Leslie County, and I had mentioned Royce Osborne is the leading kill artist at 316. Jalen Johnson, who was our Alice Lloyd player of the game in the last semifinal match, has 269. And then Peyton Hucksteller, who is a freshman, with 175. Also with blocks, Lauren Osborne leads the team with 35. Assists, Sarah Osborne, the senior, with 446. Haley Napier, a junior, with 267. Diggs, Royce Osborne with 373. Jalen Johnson, 363. And Tatum Begley, who did the prayer tonight, 261. Service aces. Number one was Jalen Johnson on the season with 87. Sarah Osborne with 77. Royce Osborne, 67. And Peyton Hochsteller with 56. And like I mentioned, Leslie County 26-8 on the season. Looking at the stats of Knott County Central, of course, they are 35-2. Taylor Baker leads in kills with 370. Samara Bailey with 266. Ava Waddell, who was our Alice Lloyd College player of the game in the semifinal with 15 kills, has 198, and Zoe Miller with 140. Blocks, Samara Bailey with 68. Assists, Zoe Miller with 475. Avery Conley 374. Diggs, Kaylee King with 202. Miller with 305. Baker 385. Avery Sluss with 305. Aces, Kaylee King leads the team with 88. And of course, we've mentioned several times she is a freshman. Zoe Miller with 56. Taylor Baker was 65. Samara Bailey was 61. And Avery Sluss with 49. So that is a stat rundown. And Betty Vaughn, I can feel it in the crowd.
Oh, yeah. It's hot, and it's going to be loud.
It's going to get hotter.
It is. But as you were doing that, as you noticed, both of those teams have 3 or 4 hitters. You know, it's like you can't change your defense just to match up with one, because you've got another hitter stepping up there to do the same thing.
You know, and we've mentioned that several times with everything, and you got to understand something. As a team, when you become more versatile, when you become more well-rounded, the scouting of that particular team comes a lot tougher.
It does. I told you.
And, of course, you know, and changes when these coaches started. And we can even go back to the first match we had. These teams have evolved and changed since that first matchup right here at the Nixon Center.
That's what I said. You can see such a change in all the teams, but these two, they rose to the top.
Yep. And, you know, sometimes it's luck, sometimes it's skill, sometimes it's coaching.
And sometimes it's a little of everything.
And it's a combination of all those different things. And I know all the girls that's watching would love to be here tonight.
And you know, a lot of it is, man, is how much they've traveled and prepared mentally and physically for this game right here.
And, you know, the thing about it is as well, Betty Vaughn, is when you start talking about each individual player and what time their parents, their support people have put in, it is just, they have no idea how much money and time and gas money and everything that they've put into their girls.
Well, and how many times that they did not feel like driving to Powell County or driving to Jenkins to a ball game, but it's like, I got to go.
Yep.
That's my child, and I've got to go.
And all those support people out in the region, we salute you, because that is a thing that makes your program and your girls' team a good program. And, you know, as we go around the different places in the 14th region, we have been treated so good. Hometown 24 has been treated so well by administration, ADs, and all.
Yeah,
so here we're going to go.
We have not been to a bad spot yet.
Miller, as Osborne makes the serve, Bailey, and that's going to be a kill for Bailey. Point, Knott County Central. And with Baker going out, you've seen more of Lily Blair this year at the last 2 weeks, or I guess the last 4 or 5 games, and Lily comes in to serve for Knott County Central. Begley up, Osborne backside to Johnson, and it's going to go wild. Knott County Central point.
And talking about Blair, she's one of those that wears many coats. You know, she was a setter. She's become a server, and she was a hitter one game.
And she's going to serve it long, point, Leslie County. And, you know, at what point do you get your second wind? And you're a little bit nervous coming in. Both teams are a little bit nervous. Who can overcome that and get to their second wind quicker?
Well, right now, the adrenaline's flowing on everybody, so we'll see who settles down first.
Backside to Waddell. Free ball for Leslie County. In system goes to Osborne. Middle to Gay. Off the block. Sluss comes up with it. Waddell over the top, but Royce Osborne with it. Goes back to Royce, and it's going to go long. Point, Knott County Central. 3-1, set 1. Thank you for joining us here from Hyden, Kentucky, campus of Leslie County High School. Want to thank AD Mark Collett. We appreciate him greatly. Osborne backside to Gay. Side, Begley trying to get to it as Osborne unable to get to it. Point, Knott County Central. Sluss to serve once again.
You know, Myers, both these coaches said it. Now they've got to do what they've worked on all year.
Goes short set to Hochstetler up. Baker bump. Goes back to Baker over top, but there's Begley to Hochstetler on 2. Bailey in the middle is going to hit the net, and that's going to be a point for Leslie County. Osborne will come in. Sizemore will come in. Excuse me, that was Kinley Napier, not Sizemore. King bump set backside to Baker over the top. There was Johnson backside to Hochstetler block, and they can play it, but Baker and Bailey with a block. Point, Knott County Central.
And both of these teams are strong hitters and strong blockers, and they both have very good liberos, so they're pretty evenly matched.
Napier, Osborne backside off the block of King. Smart play by Osborne. Point, Leslie County. Sizemore will come in. Hochstetler will go out. Osborne will go out. And in to serve will be Haley Napier. 5-3 Knott County Central. Thank you for joining us. Set number 1. Backside to King, and it's going to go long. Point, Leslie County. Bailey will go out, and Sluss will come in for Knott County Central. Backside, Miller over single block. Nice up. Napier, Royce Osborne. Baker down the line. It's going to go long, and it will tie the score at 5 apiece.
And minus, they play the same defense and the same offense. They're both running a 6-2.
5 apiece. Waddell Conley across to Miller. Cuts it short. And that's going to be a point for Knott County. Kraft, the 8th grader, will come in for Conley. Zoe Miller will go back to serve for Knott County Central. The net was kind to Knott County, not to Leslie. Napier backside, nice play, but Sluss able to get to it. Osborne had a nice play over top. Baker will put it down. Point, Knott County Central. 7-5. Not sure if you can hear the crowd, but they're roaring with each point. Napier, Sizemore over the top. Bump to Baker, and she will cut it short. Royce Osborne with it. Back to Royce. Off the double block, comes back. Johnson behind the 3-meter line. Waddell. Across goes to Baker over the top, but Napier gets to it. Cut shot, and it's going to go wide, and it'll be point, Knott County Central. Johnson, Napier. Johnson, 3-meter hit. Cross to Baker over the top of the double block, but that once again, that was Napier. Kraft over top. Napier runner, Sluss with the up. Backside Kraft off the block, Sluss again. Free ball, Leslie County. Push off of Kraft, point, Leslie County.
It is 8-6, Knott County.
Royce Osborne to serve.
Nice save by Miller.
It's going to be a free ball for Leslie County. Goes outside. No, goes to Osborne in the middle. She fooled me on that one. Kraft. It's going to go. It's going to be in on the line. Point, Knott County Central. 9-6. Nice shot by Kraft. Thought it was going wide, but it fell right on the line. It's going to be a free ball. Gets Johnson with it. Miller across to Waddell. Off the double block. Point, Knott County Central. (10-6). Baker to serve. And that's going to fall for an ace. 11-6, Knott County Central. Johnson to Napier, backside Osborne over the top. Backside to Kraft off the single block. Nice job by Sizemore. Cross to Waddell over the top. Royce Osborne, nice job. Goes backside Johnson off the double block. Waddell over the top, but Napier's there. Osborne with a call. Johnson bumps it. Waddell into the double.
Oh, nice save by Miller again.
Free ball in system outside, too close to the net, but Johnson's able to draw it over.
Yes.
Waddell down the line. That's going to be point. Knott County Central. Waddell hitting the line down the left side. 12-6. Leslie County can ill afford any more space between them and the Lady Pats. Johnson off of Miller. Point, Leslie County. Gay will come in and out will go Napier.
And you've seen Leslie's coaches telling them go to the line, so they're going to start blocking line. I guess they're going to see what they're going to do angle.
And Begley's going to serve it long. Point's going to go to Knott County Central. King to serve. Goes to Johnson. Johnson's going to hit it long. Point Knott County Central. And Coach Washburn is going to call a timeout. And we'll take a timeout too on Hometown 24.
I can't never remember her name.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Welcome back as Coach Washburn with a timeout at 14-7 here in the first set. So far, Knott County Central able to overcome any of the home court advantage that Leslie County may have. Leslie County may be showing a little bit more nerves playing in front of their big home crowd.
Well, like I said, Knott County, I've been through this. Knott County's been here. Yeah. So they're more apt to be able to adapt to that, all this pressure, and settle down first.
King, nice serve, Begley up. Goes across to Gay. Waddell, double block, and it's going to be point. Waddell and Knott County Central, 15-7. King once again. Begley to Napier. Outside, and it's going to be under the net. A violation on Napier. Point, Knott County Central.
But you have to also realize that Washburn did not get here by not knowing how to play the game and coach the game of volleyball, maybe.
No.
So she'll be able to settle. She'll settle. Her team will settle down.
Outside to Gay, and that's going to be a kill for Leslie County. Point. Much needed.
And she is only a freshman, guys.
Yep. Osborne will come in and Hochstetler will come in. Osborne will serve for Leslie County. Leslie needs to go on some kind of run here to kind of get right back in this first set. Baker with a one hand, but they're not going to be able to get to it. Point, Leslie County. So a much needed easy point for Leslie County.
Yeah, Knott County does not want to let Leslie get the noise started on their side.
Out to Bailey, she draws it, but there's Begley. Osborne, Johnson is going to hit it into the net, and that's going to be a point for Knott County Central. Lily Blair will come in for Kraft, and she will serve for Knott County Central.
I mean, I bet if you ask these two coaches about the noise, they don't even hear it.
No. Osborne on two, but there's Blair to get to it. Bump set Sluss to Miller, and that's going to go long. Point, Leslie County. And, you know, that's true of the teams, too. Who can put the outside noise and just concentrate and focus on executing on the floor? Conley short to Bailey. There's Begley, outstanding.
Yes.
Down the line. Sluss bump set over to Waddell. And nice hustle by Johnson. Free ball, Knott County Central. Once again, back to Bailey. Hochstetler, nice job scrambling by Leslie County. Goes back to Bailey once again over the top, but then once again Baker on two, blocked by Bailey. Conley, Waddell off the block, and it's going to be point, Knott County Central.
They better be kissing this net right here because it's given them two so far.
It's went Knott County's way, hasn't it?
Yes. It is 18-10, Knott County.
Sluss, and it's going to float long. Point, Leslie County. And Gabe will go out, and in will come a Napier. Kenley Napier, a junior for Coach Washburn and the Leslie County Lady Eagles.
Oh, they
Miller
got
gets
one
it
back.
up. Baker off the double block. Nice job by Napier. Osborne goes short, and it's going to be point, Knox County Central.
See, that's what Leslie, when they get that bump, they need to get a good set so they can get some hits.
Everything within that system as Bailey serves it. Napier, and it's going to come down, and it will be point, Knox County 20-11. Set number one. Thank you for joining us here at the ARH Mary Breckinridge 14th Region Volleyball Tournament Finals presented by the Bank of Hyman. Outside goes Lauren Osborne, hits it, but Bailey gets to it. It's going to be a free ball for Leslie County. It's going to go outside. Osborne's going to push it to that corner. One hand by Bailey. Back in to Osborne. Hits it. It's going to be blocked back in. Conley. Baker over the top, but Osborne's there. Backside to Osborne. Conley. Baker hits it in the net. Point, Leslie County. And for those that haven't seen Leslie County, yes, they are three Osbornes out there. Number 3 is Royce Osborne, number 33 is Sarah Osborne, and number 24 is Lauren Osborne.
Just keep saying Osborne all the time. You'll get right 3 out of 6 times.
Yeah. Number 10, Haley Napier, the junior, serves it into the net. Point, Knox County Central. Zoe Miller to serve for Knox County Central. Nice up by Johnson. Backside, Royce Osborne off the block. And it can't be saved. Point, Leslie County, kill Royce Osborne. And she will go back to serve.
It is 21-13, Knox County.
Nice up by Waddell. Kraft is going to hit it long, and that will be point, Leslie County. Waddell. Backside, Baker's going to try to touch it over. He's unable to cross it. Point, Leslie County. Leslie County trying to weave their way back in. Outside to Kraft, over top. Royce Osborne, Napier, Johnson, and that's going to be in. Point, Leslie County, as they draw within 5 at 21-16. I don't know if there's anybody over in town and hiding. I think all of them are here.
No, I'd say they're pretty close, pretty close.
Goes to Waddell. Miller to Kraft off the double block, and it's going to be point. Nobody able to get to it. 22-16, Knox County. Baker to serve. Bump set goes all the way across close to the net, and it's going to hit the antenna. And that's going to be a point for Knox County Central, 23-16. Bump set right back to Johnson, and she's going to drop out in the same place. Point, Leslie County. Johnson continues her well-played tournament. Started to say 6:29 left in the first half, but can't say that, can I? That's basketball. We're here for volleyball. Begley down the line. Oh, and the slip by Sluss, but it goes over, but there's Gay. Point Leslie County. 23-18. Might be a little bit of moisture on that far end on the...
Yeah, it could be because Sluss fell. Not trying to run forward or backwards.
Sluss, Miller outside to Waddell, over the block. Johnson there. Backside goes back to Johnson off top of the block. And Johnson is taken over here, 23-19, point Leslie County.
Yeah, they're having a hard time figuring out which way Johnson's going.
Begley will continue to serve. Close to the net, Miller's got it. On two, Sizemore back to Sizemore. Over the top, and that's going to be a point for Leslie County, 23-20. Closest Leslie County's been in quite some time. Miller to Waddell over the top, but there's Napier. Osborne, Johnson again. Cuts it short with a push. Outside to Waddell, left hand off the block, and that's going to be a point. And that will lead Knott Central to set point number one here in set one. Shout out to Ryan Farmer here in Hyden, Kentucky. Tim Eldridge down in London as King will try to put the first set away. Goes backside, Johnson blocked by Bailey, and that will end set number one. 25-20, Knott County Central. And when we come back, we'll have set number two. Stay with us on Hometown 24.
TVS has made a commitment to bringing you the best channel lineups and most diverse video packages available. We are proud to introduce Broadband TV, our newest and most affordable video package yet. 48 of the most watched channels we offer, some new channels only available with this package, and over 300 of the best free ad-supported channels available, all for only $29.95.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance helps protect more than 474,000 Kentucky families and businesses. Many of our members have been with us for years, even decades. Perhaps it's because of the competitive rates or our unmatched service. Or maybe the biggest reason is they know they can count on Kentucky's insurance company to be there when it matters. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Come right to the source and get the region's best basketball coverage. HT24 puts you right in the middle of the action, and it's free to watch on Facebook. Watch the state's most exciting basketball right here with HT24.
Hey, it's Kristen Mulcahy from Appalachian Wireless. One of the things that makes us the region's best network isn't just our coverage, it's that we're local. You'll find real people right here from home, ready to help you get the best deals on the latest devices. We hear the other carriers bragging about how they cover the middle of nowhere, but this isn't nowhere. All our roads lead to somewhere. So come home to Appalachian Wireless. Visit us at AppalachianWireless.com or in one of our many retail locations. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome back to the campus of Leslie County High School as set one ends in the favor of Knott County Central at 25-20. Moving into set number two here Thank you for joining us here on Hometown 24, and thank you to the sponsorship of the Bank of Hyman for allowing this event to be telecast. Lily Blair will start the second set off. Shout out to Roberta Waddell down in E-Town. Thank you for joining us. Dexter and Lisa Campbell. Bumper Adams. Harold Combs over at Jeff. Thank you guys for tuning in. There ain't many people in Hyman either.
No. Say both of these little cities are pretty small, pretty empty.
Good towns, good people. Backside, Johnson off the double block. Called by Blair, goes across, cut by Waddell. Johnson off the block. Point, Leslie County. And what can you say about Jalen Johnson? She's came ready to play.
Yes.
Just a junior. She will be back next year for Coach Washburn.
And both these teams right now are blocking straight up instead of blocking up and forward.
Osborne to serve. Floater in the corner. Sluss, nice job. Bailey, Miller, Osborne. Backside from Sarah to Hochstetler. It's going to go through the hands, and it will be point Leslie County 2-0. And probably was more important for Leslie County to get off to a good start here in set number 2.
Yeah, they need to try to get the momentum back just to themselves.
That serve's going to go long. That will be point Knott County Central. Sluss to serve for Knott Central.
Leslie has to cut down on their turnovers.
Johnson over the top.
That was a nice shot.
And that's going to be a point. Nothing you can do about that. Just great athleticism. And Johnson will go back to serve for Leslie County. And it will be a ace point, Leslie County. Conley, Bailey, and it's going to come down off the single block. Point, Knott County Central.
You know, years ago they let the team stand up. Now they have to sit. I guess sitting's a good thing, but then them being up, it keeps their teammates involved in the game.
Yep. And Osborne's going to hit it off the double block, and that's going to be a point. Miller was in the net as well. Point Leslie County 5-2. Gay will go out and Napier will come in. Kinley Napier is a junior for Leslie County, and she will serve. Conley backside to Miller over the top. Nice job by Osborne. Goes tight to the net. That's all Royce could do, but it's good enough. Point Leslie County. Bump set goes to King over the top. Royce Osborne, Sarah off the side, one hand by, and it's not going to be good enough. Leslie County moves it out to a 5-point lead at 7-2. Napier, another good serve, Sluss up. Conley outside, goes to Miller. Royce Osborne, and nobody's going to get to it. Point Leslie County, 8-2. Blair will come in for Conley. Blair outside to King. In system outside to Osborne off the double block. That's going to be another point, Leslie County. And Knott County Central and Coach Cornick's going to call a timeout. We call a timeout too on Hometown 24.
My name is Isabella, and I am from Madison County, Kentucky. Instead of choosing a larger university, I chose to attend Alice Lloyd College because I wanted a more personal college experience. The small class sizes provide a close relationship between students and professor that isn't possible at any other university. ALC is more than a place to learn, it is a place to grow, serve, and lead. Learn more at alc.edu.
Welcome back to Leslie County High School. Timeout by Coach Cornett at 9-2. Leslie County up in set number 2. Knott County Central had won set number 1, 25-20. And the doctor ordered up a good start by Coach Washburn, and that's exactly what's occurred.
That's what they had to have to knock County back on their heels a little bit.
Leslie County's cut down on their mistakes.
They have.
Kept it right going and in system most of this. And it's going to be a point out of the timeout. Leslie County up 10-2. Goes to Waddell. Blair to King. And that's going to hit off the antenna for the point for Leslie County. Set's going way outside and unable to get to it. 11-2. Miller, and that's going to be right on the line. Good call. Point, Knott County Central. 11-3, Leslie County. Thank you for joining us on Hometown 24. Osborne down the line. Waddell with an overpass. Osborne with a call to Sarah. Back to Royce. Over the top, and that's going to be long. Point, Knott County Central. And you're right, Jim McCauley. It is an awesome crowd here tonight. Awesome atmosphere for volleyball here in the 14th region. Nice up by Johnson. Sarah Osborne to Hochstetler. Hits it in the net. Point, Knott County Central. Miller to continue to serve. Close to the net. Osborne unable to get to it. Point, Knott County Central.
See, Leslie needs to stop this right here. The closer Knott gets, the more motivation they get.
That's going to be an ace. And that's going to draw Knott County Central within 4. Floater to Johnson. Sarah across to Hochstetler with a push off the block. And that's going to be point, Leslie County. 12-7. Sizemore Napier will come in for Sarah Osborne and Hochstetler. Napier will go back to serve. Knott Central on that last time to close the gap some. It's going to be a free ball for Leslie County. It doesn't cross the net. Point, Leslie County. 13-7. Overpass. Back to Royce Osborne. Push down the line. Miller gets to it. Call bump all the way across. King in system here. Let's see what Leslie County comes with. And it's Osborne. And I thought for a minute they called it wide, but it's going to be a kill for Osborne. I couldn't see through the poster here.
Well, I was watching, but I didn't see where it landed.
Leslie County has counteracted it. Bump set goes close to the net. Not going to get to it. Point Leslie County. Knott County out of rhythm right now. 15-7. Knott County not passing the ball well.
No, I think they're, if they've ever been rattled, they're rattled right now.
Bump set outside the craft. And that's going to be a point for Knott County Central. 15-8 Leslie County. Taylor Baker to serve. Bump all the way across. And Osborne able to redirect it for the point in the soft hole there. 16-8 Leslie County. We've seen Osborne do that a whole lot this year.
Yeah, we have. Nice up by Baker.
Outside to King, and there's the block. Single block by Osborne, and that's going to be a point for Leslie County.
But that was a good block. Osborne reached across the net and blocked the ball. She knew it wasn't coming over.
17-8. This set about to get away from the Lady Pats. Bump set goes over to Waddell, and that's going to be long. Point Leslie County. 18-8.
So say she went to the concession stand with the ball.
She might have got a bottle of water
yeah,
while she was out
there.
Osborne. It's going to go off Sluss. Baker
nice
with a hustle.
By Baker.
And it's going to be hit across.
Got it across.
On two, but Sluss is there. Trying to catch him off. Waddell over the top, and they're going to score the point. Scramble point for Knott County Central. King
There's
will serve.
a wet spot on the floor.
Might be the first time I've ever seen Mike Melton clean a floor. I hope he don't watch this. Nobody don't tell him that.
No. You better hope his wife's not watching.
Oh yeah. And we'll put Stacy in there too, as cleaning the floor. And even though it's cold outside, it's warm in here.
It is warm in here.
Thank you once again for tuning in, and thank you for watching Hometown 24. Thank you to the title sponsor, ARH, Mary Breckinridge Hospital. Thank you, of course, to all of our sponsors that are on Hometown 24. Tune in Friday night as Bob McCauley and myself will be at Letcher Central for the Belfry Letcher Central game. And if it's anything like this, it'll be a very good game.
But, you know, that's what this region has led up to all week. Every game has led up to this atmosphere right here.
And it's been a dandy tournament.
It has.
And that's going to be in point, Knott County Central, 18-10. And once again, the winner of this match will face the winner of the 15th region at the 15th region's home court. It's going to be a pass. Napier gets to it. Johnson with a push. Bump set over to Waddell, and it's going to be a free ball for Leslie County. Napier close to the net, and Johnson able to put it down. Point Leslie County. Begley to serve. Outside to Bailey, close to the net. She takes her left hand, and somebody was in the net, and that's going to be on Sizemore of Leslie County. Point, Knott County Central. Blair will come in for Kraft.
It is 19-11 Leslie County.
Begley, backside, Johnson, Baker, Blair. Bailey hits it across, free ball. Goes middle, and it's going to be off. I thought there was going to be a touch, and there it is, a touch off of the middle blocker, and that will be a point for Leslie County. Good communication between the officials. Conley will come in for Blair. Osborne will come in to serve. Sarah Osborne, a senior for Coach Washburn. Leslie County trying to close out set number 2 to try to even up the sets. Baker, Conley across to Miller, off the block. Nice job by Osborne. Can they save it? And they do. Goes to Bailey off the top, and she is going to score the point for Knott County Central. Sluss to serve. Sarah Osborne outside. Hochstadler, King, Conley across to Baker, off the block, and it's going to be a point, Knott County Central. 20-13. Service, Sluss. Osborne, bump, Hochstadler over the top. Sluss, Conley, outside, Baker over the top of the double block. Backside, Johnson, block. Nice job, Osborne. Gay over on 2. Goes to Bailey in the middle, misses it, and it'll be point, Leslie County, 21-13. Johnson to serve. Conley back set. Bailey over the top. Quick reaction, but it's going to be a point, Knott County Central. Bailey to serve. Hits the tape. Nice up by Johnson. Osborne down the line is going to go wide. Point, Knott County Central.
Washburn's calling a timeout from Leslie County.
And Leslie County will call a timeout. We'll take a timeout too on Hometown 24. Welcome back to the ARH Murray Breckinridge 14th Region Volleyball Finals on Hometown 24, presented by the Bank of Hyman. Magnus Blair with Betty Von Cottle and Coach Washburn with a timeout there. Betts.
Yeah, she's gonna try to stop Knott from getting any closer. 6 points. That's still pretty close. It just takes a couple mistakes and they're right back in the ball game. She's going to try to keep this lead, keep her team nerves down. And they have cut this second set. They've cut down a lot of errors.
Bailey will serve after the timeout. Backside, Hochstadler over the top. That freshman with a kill, 22-15. Waddell in for Sluss. Napier in for Gay. Lauren Osborne back on the front line for Leslie County. Leslie County with 2 seniors on their rotation. A lot to come back next year for Coach Washburn. It's going to be close to the net, and that's going to be a point. And that will be a point for Leslie County.
Makes it 23-15, Leslie County.
Napier to continue. Waddell, Conley, Miller over the top. It's going to be an overpass. Overpass back to Leslie County. Inside, Hochstedler off the double block. Sarah Osborne, Lauren Osborne, Hochstedler, Waddell, and it's going to go wide, and it will be set point number 1 here in set 2 for Leslie County.
Right here, Leslie they have to receive now.
Bump all the way across. King over the top. Johnson. Conley. It's going to be a free ball. That's going to go long, and Leslie County will win set number 2, 25-15. And when we come back, we'll play 2 sets of 3 to see who's going to win this year. Stay with us on the Hometown 24.
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Heinemann Pharmacy, located inside the new Heinemann Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a favorite medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Heinemann Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Heinemann Bypass. Call the Heinemann Pharmacy at 785-0513.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Good times, good food, and good people at the Goal Line Bar and Grill. Come try their daily lunch specials as well as the best steak in Hazard as voted by the people. Looking for something fun to do? Hit up the tables and the dartboard. Also, trivia night every Tuesday evening. Goal Line has all your favorite big sports events on the big screen. There's something for everyone at Goal Line. Goal Line Bar and Grill in Hazard.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic, offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, mat program, x-ray, and transportation. Little Flower Clinic Rheumatology, Dr. Travis Sizemore and Brianna Cornitz, treating autoimmune disorders such as lupus and rheumatoid arthritis, and more. 487-9505. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, your medical home in the mountains.
Welcome back to Leslie County High School, Richard M. Nixon Center, Coach Wendell Wilson Court. Set number 2 goes to Leslie County, 25-15. Both schools with 1 set apiece now. So we'll play the best 2 out of 3 to see who wins the 14th region title. Knox County Central trying to go back-to-back. Leslie County trying to win that elusive one.
Since what year?
2015 was the last time they were here in the finals.
Okay.
Prior to that was 2009 and 2007. So here we go. Sarah Osborne will serve for Leslie County. Thank everyone for tuning in.
Right here, Leslie needs to get off to a good start.
Knox County goes back to Bailey. On two, but Sluss is there. Goes across to Miller. Waddell off the tape. Hochstetler not able to get to it. Point Knox County.
You know, that's a hard ball. Her behind that outside girl and sets it to her side.
Kraft will come out and Bailey will serve. And like you said a little bit, Knox County was rattled in that second set. It's going to be an overpass. Bailey puts it down. Point Knox County Central. Ill intent on that hit. There may be small indention in the floor.
Right.
Oh, man. 2-0. Blair to continue to serve. Leslie County. Got to put some on the board. Osborne outside to Hochstetler. She says, I can do it too. Blair will go out. Conley will come in. Johnson to serve. Nice up. Baker goes into the middle of the Bailey again. Point Knox County. Looks like it's a concerted effort maybe to go to Bailey here right early. Being single block most time in the middle.
Yeah, it's hard to single block her.
Osborne. Hochstetler blocked by Bailey. King, Conley outside to Baker off the double block. Close to the net, and it's going to be point. Leslie County. Gay is going to come out. Napier to serve. Lauren Osborne in. And, you know, in that second set, Leslie County did an outside a job of passing
the
volleyball.
Right. That was the turn of events in the second game.
Conley, Bailey, overpass, but Miller hits it off. Osborne not able to contain it. Point Knox County Central. Huge crowd, Knox County Central and Leslie County. I'll get it right here in a minute. And that's going to be a point for Leslie County. Sizemore and Napier in, Hochstetler and Osborne out. Napier to serve. Napier, nice serve. Conley outside, Miller over the top, Johnson with it. Lauren Osborne over the top, Bailey again in the back. Outside to Baker, and it's going to go long. Point, Leslie County. Bailey out, Sluss in. Waddell overpass. Osborne doesn't close, but they've still got one. That's going to be 4. That's going to be point for Knox County Central.
Yeah, somebody should have been yelling. I don't think she realized that wasn't a block. That just
I'm not sure you could hear it right now.
Well, that's probably true. I agree. I totally agree.
Miller to serve. Backside, Royce Osborne off the double. Point, Leslie County. Ties it up at 5 apiece. Royce Osborne to serve. Overpass, but not able to get to it. Point, Leslie County at 6-5. Reminder that myself and Jim McCauley will be at Letcher Central, Belfry Letcher Central football Friday nights. Overpass there was Napier, called by Osborne over the top. Bump set outside Baker, double block. Napier bump set close to the net, able to get to it. It's a joust for it, and it's going to come down, and it's going to be on the line. Point, Knott County Central. A lot of net play there.
It was. That's a nice play with both teams.
Taylor Baker to serve. Backside. Free ball for Leslie County. Napier. Johnson once again with a kill. Gay will come in, Napier will go out. Begley will come in to serve.
That 8th grader and freshman had a nice block. They just had their hands wide.
Miller outside to Waddell. Double block, and it's going to come down on their side, and it's going to be point. Knott County Central. 7 apiece. We're even Steven. Goes to Napier outside. Johnson draws it off the net, but it's going to hit the antenna, and that will be a point for Knott County Central. Begley, Napier, Johnson, block, and it's going to be a lift called, and that'll be point Knott County Central. Johnson being done, didn't have anywhere to go with it. She was so far outside.
Yeah, and they're Samara Bailey's over there. That's a big body. You got to swing over. You don't have a lot of room when that ball's outside.
And that's going to go long. Point Knott County Central. Leslie's County. My goodness. Get the tongue tied out of me. Sarah Osborne will come in, and she will serve. I'm going to have to get a drink of water. Sluss, Miller, Bailey, and that's going to go long. Point Leslie County, and they will tie up at 9 apiece. Sluss, Bailey, Osborne, Johnson with a kill. My goodness. Johnson's been hot the whole night.
Yeah, right now she's leading Leslie. They're going to her when they need that point, or they need to quieten Knott down a little bit.
Osborne to serve as Leslie goes up 1 point, and that's going to go wide. Blair will come in for Kraft, and she will serve. It's going to be an overpass. There's Bailey, but Johnson able to get to it on 2 with Gay. Bump set, Waddell over the top, but Begley goes to it. Osborne to Johnson. Backside Miller, and it's going to be a block by Gay. And Knott County doesn't like the call as that, and it's on the side, but the official says, nope, you're allowed to do that. Yeah. Johnson.
Miller, as long as Miller pushes the ball up, then it's a free ball. When it clears the top of that net, that's a free ball.
And Gay was there to put it down.
She was.
Backside, Waddell over the top, but there's Johnson. Play between Gay, next Hosteller block, and it's going to be a block by Miller and Bailey, and it'll be point Knott County Central. Point goes to Leslie County on the service error. 12-11. Napier will serve for Leslie County. Backside Baker, and it's going to go long. Point Leslie County. And Coach Cornett's going to call timeout. We'll take a timeout too on Hometown 24.
Hi, my name is Heidi Hoffensperger from Hoffensperger Law Office.
Debt can feel overwhelming. The calls, the letters, the constant pressure, it's hard to see a way forward. You're not alone. The law office of Heidi Hoffensperger has helped countless people through their bankruptcy, giving them a fresh start and a chance to rebuild. Bankruptcy isn't the end.
The legal world can be a very, very difficult and complicated world, and I don't want that for my clients.
Call today and let Heidi help you with this new beginning.
Welcome back as Coach Cornick calls a timeout at 13-11. Leslie County up in set 3. Both teams have took one set apiece earlier. Thank you for joining us here on Hometown 24. Manus Blair with Betty Von Caudle, and big-time game, big-time atmosphere, big-time crowds.
It is, and right now, you're going to have to say that home court advantage is pulling a little, it's giving Leslie a little bit of, they're a little more relaxed.
Yeah, a little bit.
Than Knott County is.
Over on 2, Hochstetler trying to catch him off, but does not. Baker over the top. Nice job. Osborne, Lauren Osborne, but there's Miller on the other side. Goes back into the middle. Bailey tries to catch Royce Osborne out of the way. Goes back to Royce down the line, and it's going to be out, and that's going to be point Knott County Central. Kevin Nichols, that's my part-timers kicking in occasionally. Hochstetler cuts it.
That was a nice roll. A lot of top spin.
Over the top, and that's going to be in by Baker, and that's going to even it at 13 apiece.
That was that shot right in between two players. What they automatically do, they look at each other.
Baker took a little bit off of it to get it in the court. Bailey will serve. Bump set over to Lauren Osborne. Pushes it off the block. Smart play by Lauren. Point, Leslie County. Sluss will go out. Ava Waddell will come in. Sizemore will come in. And then Napier will come in. The cameraman pushing me over here. I won't say which one. Goes back. Nice play that time. Block. Ooh, and it's going to go. No, Bailey goes for it, and it's going to be a point, Leslie County. Nice scrambling by Leslie County on the point. 15-13, set number 3. And it's going to go long. Point, Knott County. Conley will come out. Kraft will come in. Miller to serve.
And those are little mistakes that just bite you in the butt all the time.
In system, Napier backside. Osborne. It's going to go long. Point, Knott County Central. And you've mentioned many a time this year about the little things.
Yeah, it is.
The little things bring you across. Hits the tape, and it's going to be point. Knott County Central. Leslie County not getting those nets, are they?
No.
They're saying, well, it's our home net.
Yeah, exactly.
We should be getting a few of those.
They got a couple now. It's fell back to Knott County side.
Napier outside, over the top with Sizemore. That's going to be a point. Leslie County, 16-16.
Knott's going to have to adjust their defense a little in that back row. They see where they're going with the ball, so they're going to have to adjust somebody.
Royce Osborne to serve. Miller backside. Baker hits. And they're going to say it was a touch on the block, and it will be going out of bounds, and it'll be Knott County Central point. 17-16, Baker to serve. It's going to be a free ball for Knott County Central. Miller across to Waddell, off the double block, and it goes out of bounds off the block, and it will be Knott Central point. (18-16). Napier outside Johnson. Nice one hand by Miller. Waddell over the top. Nobody gets to it, and it's going to be point Knott County Central, 19-16. And Coach Washburn says, give me a timeout, and we'll take one too on Hometown 24.
Hometown Pharmacy of Hazard is here to meet all your prescription and healthcare needs. Pharmacist Darren Smith and the experienced staff provide fast, reliable service with the professionalism you expect. With friendly service and a commitment to quality care, Hometown Pharmacy is proud to serve the Hazard community every day. Ask about their new app. Hometown Pharmacy of Hazard, quality care, professional service right here in your community.
Welcome back after the timeout by Coach Washburn. 19-16, Knott County Central in set number 3. Each team, Knott County won the first set, 25-20. Leslie County won the second set, 25-15. Baker will continue to serve after the timeout.
That's what we said, man. This can swing real fast. Leslie was up 2 or 3 and then not caught up. Now they're up 3.
Let's see who can close out this set. Johnson, backside. Napier tries to draw it, cannot, and that's going to be a point, Knott County Central. Baker, nice job by Osborne. Cross, cut over the top. Nice hustle by Waddell, but it's going to be point. Leslie County. Gay will come in, Napier out. Begley will come in to serve. Miller with a call. Kraft over the top. In system goes to Gay in the middle, pounds that one down. Point Leslie County, 2018, Knott County. When Gay hits it, you better be prepared. Begley. And it goes over the top, goes wide. Point Leslie County as they draw within 1 at 20-19. Three-0 run by Leslie County. Bump goes outside. Going to be a free ball as King gets it across. Napier close to the net. Johnson off the block. Called by Sluss. Free ball. Leslie County. All the way across. Johnson. It's going to be knocked in. Sizemore back across on 1. Waddell off of Begley. Osborne able to run it down. Nice play. Waddell and Begley not able to get to it. Point Knott Central, but excellent hustle by Royce Osborne to keep the ball in play.
Yes.
Bailey will come in, Sluss out, King to serve. Nice up by Begley. Napier, Gay off the block. King all the way across. Can't get to it, and that's going to be a point for Leslie County. Sluss will come in and King will go out. Hochstedler in, Sarah Osborne in, and she will serve. You can feel it now, Betts, as we near the end of this. It could be a big set turner, whoever wins this.
Yeah, because both teams are playing their hearts out right now.
Bailey over the top with a kill. Point, Knott County Central. Blair will come in. Kraft will go out. Blair to serve. Hochstedler. Osborne close to the net, but Gay was able to get to it with her left hand. Miller. Osborne, Johnson. Nice job by Baker. Waddell. Nice job by Begley on the dig. Pushed by Hochstedler into the net. Point, Knott County Central. And timeout by Leslie County. We'll take a timeout. Stay with us on Hometown 24.
For more than a century, we have stood by the people of Hazard and Eastern Kentucky. Now we begin a new chapter with a new name. People's Bank and Trust Company is now PBT Bancorp. Our look may be new, but what matters stays the same. The same local faces, the same personal service, the same commitment to your goals. PBT Bancorp is here to help you grow, plan, and build for the future. PBT Bancorp, preparing for a better tomorrow.
Welcome back as Leslie County calls the timeout at 23-20. Knott County up on it. Thank you for tuning in here on the ARH Murray Breckinridge 14th Region Volleyball Final. We're here at Hometown 24. All the Hometown 24 crew. David Adams tuning in. Probably eating a bologna sandwich on his recliner there. Manus Blair with Betty Von Caudill. Great atmosphere here at Leslie County High School. Osborne with the up, backside, Johnson over the top, and that's the girl with the answer. Point, Leslie County. Conley will come in, Blair out, and Johnson will serve. Baker, nobody there. Point, Leslie County. Miller, nice job by Begley. Osborne short, Conley, bump. Goes across to Waddell over the top, and that's going to be in. Point, Knott County Central, and that will be set point number 1 here in set number 3.
Yes, 24-22. This has been a good match right here.
Sluss with the serve. Bump set outside, Osborne. Goes backside, free ball. Leslie County got to get something here. Goes to off, and it's going to come down off the block of Bailey, and it's 25-22. We'll go to Knott County Central in set 3, and when we come back, we'll have set number 4. Stay with us on Hometown 24.
When financial challenges threaten your future, you need clear guidance and proven solutions. Call Keisha Caldwell Feltner, Bankruptcy Express. Trusted legal experience to help you take control. From stopping creditor actions to protecting your assets. Keisha and her staff deliver efficient, reliable representation focused on results. With flexible payment options, getting the help you need is more accessible than ever. Keisha Caldwell Feltner, Bankruptcy Express. Professional service, practical solutions. The fresh start you deserve.
Here at Klutz Auto Sales in Hazard, Kentucky, we specialize in used vehicles and we work with all types of credit. We're with you before and after the sale.
We stand behind every car we sell, ensuring that you drive away with confidence. We want you to be totally comfortable with your purchase because at Klutz Auto, you are the priority.
We've been your trusted dealer for 47 years. Visit us at Klutz Auto Sales across from Walmart on Highway 80. Call us at 606-439-5065.
TVS Mobile is here. Mobile service from the broadband provider you already know and trust.
Powered by the nation's most reliable network, TVS is your #1 choice when you need to stay connected. With mobile plans to suit any budget and any situation, and phones from your most trusted brands. Go to tgtvsmobile.com today and see how TVS can keep you connected. The choice is yours. The time is now. TVS Mobile.
This is News 12.
Since 1985, Hometown 24 has been serving this community with local programming produced by local people.
20th one hour and out. He's got a man out here. Linden caught at the 45.
Using the latest video technology to bring you the news, sports, and local events that matter to you.
First on your Hometown News tonight.
I'm Harold Mullins, and thanks for joining us.
40 years is a long time in Eastern Kentucky. Here's to 40 more.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
Welcome back to Leslie County High School as Knott County Central takes set number 3, 25-22, and goes up 2 sets to 1 on Leslie County. Betty Vaughn.
Leslie's back.
What we got?
We're getting close to the wall. We're on the back line. They have to have this game.
And on the back of Johnson.
Yeah,
Man.
Right now, she's leading. She has all 3 games so far. She definitely has the high step tonight.
So here we go as they get the lineups and everything straightened out for this particular set. Thanks to everybody that's watching and cheering for their team. And for those that's just watching because they love volleyball, thank you for joining in and watching here. And if you're not sure, if you're on Facebook, hit that like and share button to let everyone know that we've got a real volleyball game taking place over here at Leslie County High School. Blair to start. Napier backside to Johnson. Blair, free balls that goes through the braces there. Leslie County got to come up with something. Napier outside to Johnson over the top, and that's going to be a point. And Leslie County knows how their bread is buttered.
Yeah. You know, we were talking about the Libros. I said, can you imagine how sore their bodies are?
Oh, yeah.
But you went through that, so you had a little Libro in your house.
Yeah. Begley and Sluss have played well for their respective schools.
Yes, they have.
Goes to Bailey in the middle, off the block. Nice job at Osborne on 2. Gay gets it across. Bump set goes across to Waddell over the top of the double block. Johnson there. Sarah Osborne close to the net. A joust for it. Begley gets it across. Sluss behind. Goes to Bailey. Bailey deep in the corner, and it's going to be in. Bailey scores the point.
You know, that's where Gay shows her freshman is she's getting that second hit, and she's taking over instead of trying to set somebody. That's just that inexperience that shows through every
And it will
once in a while.
come one day.
It will.
Johnson across. Conley. Bailey puts it down, and Bailey has taken over. 2-1 Knott County Central. And that's going to go wide, point Leslie County. 2-2. Johnson will serve. Into the net, point, Knott County Central. Begley, Osborne, Gay, and it's going to go into the net. Point, Knott County Central. Bailey to serve. Cross short, but there's Baker on the net. Comes across. Sluss with a call. Conley across to Baker. Baker over the top. Johnson gets to it. And that's going to be a push for the point for Royce Osborne. Sluss out, Waddell in. Napier will come in to serve for Leslie County. Waddell not able to get to it, and that's going to be a point for Leslie County, and that was an ace. Four. We're in set number 4. Knott County up 2-1. Goes outside. Miller down the line. That's going to be point. Knott County Central. Kraft will come in for Conley. Miller will serve. Nice hit by Miller.
It was.
She'd been going diagonal, and that time she went down the line. Osborne outside to Huckstaler. She draws it back, and that's going to be a point for Leslie County. Nice play by Peyton. Napier will come in, and she will serve at 5 apiece. Sluss. Outside, Kraft tries to cut it, unable to get to it. Point Leslie County, and they'll go up 6-5 in the set. Backside, Baker, pancake it. Waddell moves to the corner, bump set. Rolls it down the middle to Johnson. Napier. Osborne hits it, and it's going to be long. Point, Knott County Central. Leslie County was asking for the tip, and they're not going to get one, doesn't look like. It's going to be 6 apiece. Over does Napier. Free ball goes across. Waddell. And it's going to be off the touch, and it's going to be point, Knott County Central. I want to say once again, thank you to all the people of Leslie County for being so hospitable to our hometown 24 crew. It's going to be an overpass, but there's Kraft to put it down. Point, Knott County Central. Baker, and it's going to go long. Point, Leslie County.
(8-7) Knott County.
It's going to be an overpass. Osborne hits it off King. Point, Leslie County ties it up.
King was going. When she goes, she's got to go with her hands ready. She's not going to be able to bump that ball. She's going to have to put her hands up and protect her face.
Osborne. Sluss with the up. Backside goes to King. Off the block of Osborne. Point, Knott County Central. King to serve. Johnson, Napier outside Johnson close to the net. And it's going to, nice hustle by Begley. Goes to Bailey. Nice hustle once again by Sizemore. And it finally falls on Leslie County's side. Point, Knott County Central. You're right, Martha Whitaker. It is an awesome matchup.
It is.
Sizemore double block. Not going to get to it. Knott Central extends the lead to 11-8. And timeout by Leslie County, and we'll take a timeout too on Hometown 24.
It's fall, y'all, and are you ready to fall into some incredible savings with the region's best network, Appalachian Wireless? Come shop the latest devices at prices you'll love and see how our team can better serve you with plans and promotions that are made just for you. Whether you're upgrading, switching, or just looking for the best service, Appalachian Wireless has you covered. So what are you waiting for? Visit us on the web or stop by one of our many retail locations and take advantage of these amazing fall deals. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome back as Coach Washburn calls a timeout at 11-8, set number 4. Betty Vaughn. Got to get something going. Leslie County.
They do. They've got to pass the ball. They've got to. They've quit. They were chattering all the time. Now they're just talking every once in a while. They've got to, like you said, they've got to get the money girl. They've got to give her the ball. They've got to let her hit it. And
I think Coach Washburn understood that and looked around and saw the body language and said, "Let's go, girls."
Exactly.
And like you said the other night, she turned into a cheerleader just now. So King to serve. Goes to Johnson. Block. Osborne. Sizemore gets it across on 2. Middle. Bailey puts it away. 12-8, Knott County Central. Bailey's hitting percentage has gone up dramatically here in set number 4, in the latter part of set 3. Napier. Sizemore with a block. Bailey with a block. 13-8, Knott County Central. What else can you say about Bailey? Right now, she's just rocking and rolling.
She's doing what her coach said to do, dominate the net.
Free ball.
See, Leslie's getting a little inconcise about who's going to get the ball.
Begley, another outstanding.
Begley, she's just going to go.
Johnson, there's who you got to go to.
Yeah, you got to use her. She's been hot for 3 matches now.
13-9. Gay will come in for Napier. And Begley, who has been outstanding in the back area for Leslie County, will serve. Outside, Bailey. Just got to keep feeding her.
We do.
14-9, Knott County. Kraft is out. Blair will come in.
I have to say, I like the way that Bailey is. She wants the ball.
Blair with the serve, Begley, and Begley does too. Gay on 2.
Nice shot.
Point, Leslie County.
That was a smart play by that freshman that time. She took it, and she could see the floor, and she just took it deep.
Hochstetler in, Osborne in. Sarah Osborne will go back to serve.
They've got to get back. Nobody can overplay their role. Everybody knows what their role is. That's what they've got. That's what they have to do right now.
And point by point, as you always say. Goes to Bailey. Bailey, and it hits up top, and it will come across, and that will be Knott County Central's point and Bailey's point. 15-10, Knott County Central. Sluss will serve. Waddell out, and in will come King. Across, Hochstetler with the left hand. Called by Sluss. Baker behind the 3-meter line. Nice job by Osborne to get to it. Hochstetler, Conley, Sluss outside to Miller. Over the top, but there's Osborne. Goes back, Johnson goes short, point, Johnson. Johnson's just been outstanding for Leslie County.
I'm sure if Washburn could have, she would have kept Johnson in the front row.
Yeah. Can't sub that.
No.
Goes backside. Bailey off the block. Nice block by Gay. Cross. Baker down the line, but there's Johnson. Bump set. Gay hits it, but it's going to go long. Point. Knott County Central. Backside, goes short. Nice job by Conley. On 2, Baker puts it across. Bump set all the way across. Osborne once again to the short side. Goes across there, and it's going to be looking for a net violation. Nothing's going to be called. It's going to be point, Leslie County. Knott County Central was wanting a net violation. Neither official saw it. It'll be Leslie County. Coach Cornick continues to talk to the official about it. And it will be Johnson to serve. And it's going to be a point for Leslie County. 16-13, Sluss will come in for Bailey.
And right here, Knott's trying to hold this 3-point lead.
And the momentum has swung toward Leslie County. Conley across to Miller. Miller off the block, and it's going to be point. Miller and Knott County Central. Kraft in for Conley. Miller to serve.
Nice shot by Miller. Hit that net and took just enough speed off of it so Leslie could not get to it.
And we've got moisture. Nope, we got something on the floor. Thank you for joining us. My heart's racing. Is your heart racing, Betty Bun?
No, but I'm glad I'm up here and not down there. Hey, it's two different worlds, I'm telling you. Two different worlds.
We love it up here. Miller to serve. Johnson. Osborne. Hochstadler. Boom! Big time hit for Hochstadler. 17-14, Knott County Central. Gay will come out, and Napier will come in to serve. Lauren Osborne back in on the front line for Leslie County.
Yeah, she definitely had some fire on that ball.
Man, I reckon. Napier down the line, and that's going to be out. Point, Knott County Central. Nice eye down the left side. I believe that was Kraft that was eyeing it down through there. So
her and Sluss. Sluss is always over there.
So nice job by letting it go. It was almost too close to take.
Right.
Baker with the serve. Osborne. Lauren Osborne down the side. Miller with it. Bump set goes outside to Kraft, the 8th grader. Johnson. Hochstadler, the freshman. Osborne pounds it. But there was Baker. Waddell over the top. Osborne there. Sarah to Royce over the top. Nice play. Point, Leslie County.
What's the play we've talked about all year, Manus? That little tip over the block.
Napier and Sizemore. Hochstadler and Osborne will go out. Napier to serve at 18-15. Knott County, set number 4.
This is the thing. These teams are hitting the ball so hard in so many different places, and then when they tip, you can't cover every spot.
Miller goes to King. Offside. It's going to be a free ball. Baker. Miller across to Waddell over the top. There's Johnson. Napier with a call. Osborne to the far side. Nice angle. Point, Leslie County. 18-16. Sluss outside Waddell, and she's going to hit it long, and it's going to be point as Leslie County draws within 1. and Coach Cornett is going to call a timeout. We'll call a timeout too on Hometown 24.
Welcome to the new Women's Health Clinic at Hazard ARH. Our expert team, led by OBGYN Dr. Ramon Thomas, nurse midwife Tanisha Blair, OBGYN physician assistant Crystal Gibson, and nurse practitioner Kristen Hurt. At ARH, we provide compassionate, personalized care for all women. From routine exams and birth control options to pregnancy care, menopause management, and minimally invasive surgery. Trust us with your women's health needs. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Welcome back to Hometown 24, and Magnus Blair, Betty Von Caudle, as the timeout was called by Coach Cornett, sensing that Leslie County had the momentum. Now County Central up 2-1. The winner to play the 15th Region November the 3rd at the 15th Region host school. Big-time environment, Betty Von.
Yeah, and Shay is just trying to keep that 1-point lead. She said if she can break this serve.
Napier, and it's going to go long, and the timeout works as she froze the server. 19-17, Knott County Central. Sluss will go out, and Bailey, the red-hot hitter, comes in.
Yes.
Nice job, Napier. Goes over the top, King there. Miller goes backside to Kraft, and it's going to be blocked. Nope, no block. It's going to be a 4-hit, and that's going to be a point for Leslie County. No argument from the Knott County Central side.
No, the ball just rolled right on their side at the top of the net.
Osborne's serve. Sluss goes outside. Bailey goes short, but there's Johnson. Back to Johnson. Over the top, but Miller's there.
Miller said, I've seen that 2 or 3 times. I'll take that one.
Waddell. It's going to go up. Doesn't hit the rafters. Sluss with a call. Goes outside to Waddell. And it's going to be a kill for Waddell. Point, Knott County Central, 20-18. Blair will go back to serve. Leslie County needs to side out here. Goes outside. Johnson, it's going to go off the block and out, and it's point, Leslie County. It was a block. I think we're going to find out here, but Knott County Central did block the ball. Did they not?
They did, but I don't know if the referee's seen it that way. I'm thinking they're thinking it just hit the top of the net and went out of bounds.
So we'll see in consultation between the R1 and R2, and it's going to be a reserve for Knott County Central. Leslie County fans do not like the call.
No, they'd rather have that point.
I'm sure they would.
Yeah. But I'm sure, too, where these officials are standing, they're not going to see, they can't see that net 100%.
Johnson. Napier outside. Johnson. Goes back. Roll shot, but there's Sizemore. Napier outside. Johnson over the top, but gets to it. Bump. Goes to Waddell, and it's going to be point. Knott County Central, 21-18. Serve Blair. Johnson. Sizemore back to Johnson. Free ball. Knott County Central. Bump. Bailey takes it. Free ball. Leslie County goes outside. Johnson with a kill. Score the point for Leslie County. 21-19. Gay will come back in for Napier. Begley will serve. Begley down the line, Miller with it. Outside goes to Miller, blocked by Gay. Point, Leslie County, as they draw within one, 21-20. Bagley to serve. Baker, Conley over on 2, got too close to the net. Napier, Johnson just over the net. Backside, Waddell rolls it back to Bagley. Johnson off top of the block. Conley goes, thought that Johnson was going to step up. Johnson goes down the line, point, evens it up at 21 apiece. You got to know that you're going to go to Johnson each time.
But both teams are just, look how much harder everybody's hitting the ball.
21-21. Short comes back, jump set. Miller, who's going to call? Osborne calls it. They bump into each other. Free ball. Knott County Central tight to the net, and it's going to be on Leslie County's side. Point. Knott County Central. What a battle. Sluss to serve. Osborne, Napier, Johnson. Free ball. Conley tight to the net. Nice job, Conley. Baker, Begley, off the net. Who's going to call? Bailey. Johnson didn't get to it, and it's going to be point, Knott County Central. 23-21.
Right here, Knott wants it, but Leslie needs it.
Napier to tie her shoe. Everybody need to catch their breath, including us.
Yeah, that's true. You're doing a good job, man. You may need oxygen on the way home.
Leslie County trying to extend to the field set. Knott Central trying to close out and become back-to-back regional champions. Into the net, and it's going to be point, Leslie County. Hochstedler in. Sarah Osborne will serve for Leslie County, down 1.
That was a good serve. Just get it in. Let them play.
King backside. Bailey goes outside. Johnson. Johnson puts it down, and we've got a tie score. 23-23. And Coach Courtney will call a timeout, and we'll take a timeout too on Hometown 24.
My name is Emily, and I'm from Laurel County. When I was searching for a college, I wanted to find a place that felt like home and where I could make a difference. The moment I stepped on Alice Lloyd's campus, I knew this was where I belonged. There's a sense of community here and a focus on serving others that you can't find at other colleges. For me, it wasn't just about continuing education. It was about being a part of something bigger. Apply now to find your home at alc.edu.
Oh, I totally agree.
Welcome back as it is wild here at the Richard M. Nixon Center here on the campus of Leslie County. Timeout.
If you paid to get in this game, you definitely got your money's worth.
And somebody,
and it's not over with yet, but you got
I hate
your
to
money.
say it, but somebody's going to have to
Yeah,
lose.
they do. That's what I told both coaches. But man, it's been a great week. I mean, every game has been sensational.
Goes backside to Bailey. Midside, Johnson. Overpass, but there's Bailey. Osborne, Royce Osborne, Hochstedler, and that's in. Point, Leslie County, and it will be set point number 1 in set 4 for Leslie County.
But you see, Knott County's calm. Leslie County's got to get back into their game. They can't get overexcited. They got to play this point.
Osborne to serve.
Good job serving the ball.
Conley, Bailey, that's who you have to go to. Ties it up at 24 apiece.
Now you're looking and Shay's thinking, man, I wish I could rotate her back to the front.
And Leslie County will receive at 24 apiece. Who are you going to go to? Johnson. Set point number 2 for Leslie County.
Now you have Johnson in the back.
25-24, set point number 2 to try to send it to a 5th set. Conley goes outside. Miller blocked by Gay. Called by Conley across to King. Off the tape, but Johnson gets to it. Backside, it's going to be an overpass. Ties it up at 25-25.
See, that's what 33 doesn't need to make it hard right now. She just needs to make everything easy and get her some sets to get hits.
Miller got to get it across, push, and it's going to be Waddell. Bump set close to the net, a joust for it, and it's going to come down. Not Central point, and this will lead to match point number 1 for Knott County Central. Miller, the serve. Outside, Osborne off the block, and it's going to be a point. Leslie County, 26-26. There is a lot of fight in those Lady Eagles.
There's a lot of fight in all of this match.
They do not want it to end.
Even the mascots are going for it. This is one of the most exciting buildings I've been in a long time, man.
People are standing up behind us, and man, it's wild right now. Service.
Smart serve. She just gets it in.
Goes across off the block of Osborne. She's able to get it back. Goes to Osborne down the line, and it's going to be point Leslie County, and it will be a set point for Leslie County. Napier to serve. Miller backside. It's going to be free ball for Leslie County. Osborne's calling for it. She gets it. Sluss says, I got it. Cross. Once again, Royce calling for it. She's going to get it and misses it. Ties it up at 27-27. Got to win by 2. Baker to serve. My, oh my.
That's about all you can say.
And that's going to go long. And once again, it will be set point, Leslie County. Napier will come in to serve. Sizemore in. Set point to send it to a 5th set. And it goes in, and it's going to be tied up again. Woo!
See, that's where right now you got to get your serves in. You're not worried about speed. You got to get them in. You got to let the other team play the ball.
King to serve. Johnson goes backside. Over the top, but Baker's got it. Miller, Kraft with a roll.
Smart play by Kraft.
Outside, Royce Osborne, but there's Baker. Miller, Waddell with a left hand. Napier back to Royce Osborne. Block. Waddell over the top, but there's Johnson. Napier, Osborne. Kraft over, free ball. Royce says, give it to me. They give it to her. Push down the side, and she scores the point. Another set point for Leslie, and Knott County keeps fighting to keep them from getting the set.
Right.
Oh, my. Osborne to serve. Kraft, Miller, Bailey goes short. Napier, Osborne, free ball. Baker.
Yeah, Baker could not afford to let that just drop to see if it was in or out.
Osborne, Napier, Johnson blocked by Bailey. Ties it up again. Have mercy. Harold Mullins would be saying it right now. I know he's looking down. Blair to serve it, 29-29. Napier, and it's going to go around, and it's going to set up match point number 2 for Knott County. And Coach Washburn smartly calls a timeout there. And we're going to take a timeout too on Hometown 24 and take a breath.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
Welcome back to Hometown 24. I've watched a lot of things. I've seen a lot of things. I don't know if I've seen anything like this in volleyball.
I agree.
Oh, my. And Macy Harold, it does feel like it's 500 degrees in here right now. And the top of the gym, one side hollers, then the other side hollers.
I love this. Absolutely. This is what you live, eat, and breathe for right here.
And this is for Knott County Central to win the 14th region title and set a match point number 2. It's going to be a joust. Osborne, everybody up tight. Waddell off the double block. Johnson goes to Johnson off the block. On 2, Begley gets it across. Blair to Bailey, and that will win the 14th region title, 31-29, Knott County Central. Back-to-back championships for Knott County Central. And you gotta hate it for Coach Washburn and the Leslie County Lady Eagles who battled and battled. Knott County Central comes out on top. And our Alice Lloyd College player of the game will be Samara Bailey, number 33. Betty Von Cottle will be making her way down to talk to, I think she can get her way down there to talk to Coach Cornett, try to talk to Samara Bailey and some other girls. I wish Coach Washburn an outstanding job this year by Coach Washburn. They will fall to 26-9 on the season. Outstanding season. And for the seniors, Royce Osborne and Sarah Osborne, great job. Knott County Central will improve to 36-2 on the season, and they will move to Monday night, and they will play the winner of the 15th region at the 15th region host. We'll know more about that. The semifinals will be played tonight, the second ones, and then the championship game in the 15th region, I believe, will be tomorrow night. I'm not really sure about that. I'll have to look at my schedule here in a second. But Betty Vaughn is trying to make her way to talk to, as they're celebrating on the floor. Over in the 15th, just for your notion, tonight Shelby Valley and Floyd Central played the first semifinal, followed by Paintsville and Betsy Lane. Thursday night will be the championship at Paintsville. And I can't see Betty Vaughn anywhere. I think she's in the mass of humanity, and I see her hugging Coach Washburn down there with a job well done. I see her now making her way over that way. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll go too. So stay with us on Hometown 24 for our interviews.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
Tucked deep within the rolling hills and ancient ridgelines of the Appalachian Mountains, Eastern Kentucky is a place where heritage runs deep and community runs deeper. Known for its coal mining legacy, bluegrass traditions, and fiercely proud people, this region tells a story of resilience, creativity, and quiet beauty. I'm going to take you along with me as I visit some different counties of Eastern Kentucky and explore what all this amazing region has to offer. Hi, I'm Rebecca McCauley, and this is Bluegrass and Backroads.
Okay, I want to welcome everybody back to the finals of the 14th Region Volleyball Tournament here at Leslie County High School. Ladies, it's been a great week of volleyball. Every game's been sensational, but I want you to know, everybody that was here definitely got their money's worth tonight. I was up at the top, and I could just feel my skin just vibrating, so great job.
Yeah, I told you before the game I expected another repeat. Now, in my heart, I was hoping it went the other way, of course, in the first time. But Leslie County, man, I told these girls, I said, they will not quit. So you're going to have a lot of long volleys, a lot of frustrating balls that you think should go down that shouldn't, because they're just a really great team. And she did a great job with them this season. And I know what you think I'm going to say. I'm just so proud. I said that maybe 5 times in my pregame, but I'm just so proud of these girls and the way they rallied around Kinley and just all the different things and the changes throughout the year, and they just trusted the process, and I'm really proud.
Let me tell you something. If you're a coach and you're not proud of your team, then you're not much of a coach in my book. Let's just be honest. I love my team. Everybody knew I love my girls. Miss Player of the Game, Bailey, I said, we were up there, and I said, Bailey's doing her job. She's dominating the net. That was your job.
I felt like my job was in the back row tonight. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I knew what had to be done, and I know I've been learning to read their hands, so I felt like that helped out a lot tonight. I knew how to turn my body. But when I couldn't get a kill, I just knew I had to do something else and go up and get a block.
And I just like that you had that little bit of step in you. You had that little, like I wanted that ball more tonight. That's what it takes. But I'm proud of both teams. I thought both teams played their hearts out. I mean, I'm telling you, everybody here got their money's worth, and everybody watching this, it's been a great week, and I'm proud of both teams, but congratulations to you guys. Now you are 2-time 14th Region champions. The bullseye gets smaller and smaller, guys. No, I was kidding you. But, I said throughout the game, you could tell that Knox County the pressure wasn't bothering. Now, they went through, when they got beat that one set, they were rattled pretty bad. But, Shay, you sit right there and it's like, you got to figure this out, girls, and you were right. But you could tell that toward the end, because they'd been here and they'd been in those pressure situations, the pressure really didn't get to them as bad. So you can tell experience, you guys wanted it, but, I mean, you guys, where you wanted it, they needed it. They wanted that first time 14th Region champion.
Yeah, they battled. And they brought a crowd. I felt like it was surround sound, Leslie County cheering section tonight, and that's awesome. And I was really proud of our crowd, and they battled, and they did want it. And I remember, I've got a few losses that haunt me to this day, and one of them is 2 years ago when Wolfe County beat us in the semifinals on our home court in the region, and that was an awful, awful feeling. And I just told those girls, I said, listen, if you take all those things that you've learned, which Samara wasn't on that team, but some of the other ones were, and they remembered that, and then they remembered how it felt the next year. And so they did stay in it, and they helped keep our ones that maybe did not play in it last year. They kept them calm. And Sluss was out there diving everywhere, and everybody, my setters are jump setting like they've never jump set before, and it was just all the things that we did not execute maybe to the extent that I wanted us to, but in the end they did their job, and I'm really proud. And we kept saying, they called that last time out, and Justin said, we're getting Samara to the front row, and then we're going to win this thing. and she did a job.
That's what we said. We thought Samara and 27, Red Johnson, really stood out tonight. I mean, everybody brought their game, but we thought your all-stat was a little bit higher tonight because I guess you two knew what you wanted to do. You guys knew what you wanted, and you knew what it took to get it done. So I want to congratulate all of you guys. Great job. Wish you the best of luck next week with whoever you play. Hopefully we'll be there.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh.
Yes.
Bill, we love you. This was for you too.
And we're going to take a short break right here from Leslie County High School. We'll be back in just a few moments.
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
Welcome back after the interviews down with Betty Vaughn and our Alice Lloyd player of the game, Samara Bailey, and Coach Cornett. And they'll be giving out, they gave out to Leslie County, and Sarah Osborne and Royce Osborne made the all-region team. Now they'll be presenting everything out to the individual awards to Knott County Central. And then they'll give the trophy out, they'll give the all-region out, and they'll give the MVP for the tournament out as well. Betty Vaughn, I think she's making her way back up, and she is back up here, and we'll get a few little words from her. An outstanding match, Betty Vaughn. Got a feel for Leslie County and Coach Washburn and how hard the seniors played, the Osborne girls, and it is something that you got to, and Shay said it, sometimes you got to get to the end and not win it, and it makes you hurt, makes you feel, and it motivates you and your players for the next year. And that's the way Leslie County, and I'm sure with Johnson coming back as a senior, that will happen with Coach Washburn and her girls. Yeah, I can hear you.
And there you go.
You back
and
on.
they'll remember that, and they'll be pushing for that. Like, you know how it felt last year.
And like I said, Shelby Valley will be playing, and I'm sure it's probably over. Shelby Valley played Floyd Central in the first semifinal in the 15th, and then Paintsville plays Betsy Lane in the second. So Knott County fans, I believe that is on a stream somewhere, and you can find to see who will be playing, and tomorrow night will be the finals of the 15th region. And once again, Knott County Central will go to the winner of the 15th, wherever it will be played, either Shelby Valley, Floyd Central, Paintsville, or Betsy Lane on Monday, November the 3rd. And we'll see whether or not that Hometown 24 will be covering or not. So you can be looking on our Facebook, YouTube, anywhere that you can find us, and we'll let you know if we're going to be able to do that game or not. So now they're still continuing to give the individual awards out for Knott County Central. And Leslie County, with great sportsmanship, is staying on the floor. and you got to love it from Coach Washburn
And you have
and
two
the leadership.
seniors. Two seniors are standing up, and Royce Osborne has clapped for everybody so far.
So you got to commend, and once again, I got to say to Mark Collett and his staff and all the support people and all the parents in the hospitality room, the concession stands, the pass gates, and every single thing that you can imagine have put on an outstanding show, and we've enjoyed it immensely.
We have, and let me tell you, it took a lot of people to get all of this together and get it flowing as smoothly as they did.
And I missed Taylor Baker. Taylor Baker was one of the all-region players, and I believe Samara Bailey won the MVP for the tournament, if I ain't mistaken, as Mr. Pollard holds up the championship trophy for Knott County Central, and the seniors will go out to pick it up. Outstanding job by the Lady Patriots. And I guess that Betty Vaughn, last words of, this may be our last volleyball game of the year too. And if it is, it's been an outstanding season.
It has. I've enjoyed it. I love this time of the year. I mean, I love sports, but this has been one phenomenal regional tournament.
And Leslie County can be very proud of their Lady Eagles.
Well, just like, the other night, Letcher Central and Leslie went right down to the wire.
Oh, yeah.
Knott went right down to the wire with
and Wolf County. We had really good volleyball throughout the year. We've got good reception from people that have come and talked to us about it. We can't please every single person, but we do the best we can, and we do it for the kids, and we do it for Hometown 24.
Right. Yeah, we definitely are here for these students.
And they're taking a picture, and with that being said, I want to thank Hometown 24. I want to thank everybody that supports us, all of our sponsors. And with that being said, good night, God bless, and thank you for tuning in on Hometown 24.